my lady.
Oh. Oh, my gentle daughter, how I kept imagining you, knowing that you are coming here. I saw in my mind, sometimes smiling, sometimes angry. This is really you, my angel, an angel sent to us by the Lord. Oh. Look how beautiful this girl is. How beautiful and young. Show me your face, my dear. No, my dear. Don't be sad. The nightmare is over. You are free. Captivity has come to an end. Oh. That's it. Slowly, you'll go back home and you'll hug your mother the way you're hugging me now. It's over. It's all over. Slowly.
My lady.
Young woman, look.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, my lady. Do I have to give up my Turkish attire and put on this one instead?
Yes, and Nancy will help you.
Thank you. Oh, when she talked about the conditions of her enslavement, was she abused, mistreated?
She fearfully talks about how her ship was boarded. It was nearby Sardinia in view of the Santico Islands. The ship seems to be fallen down for a day. On the imposing ship, she was living in the rooms of the back castle with a Portuguese noble lady, a distant cousin of her future husband, whom she was going to meet in Lisbon. She used to spend hours watching the sea. The lady, her chaplain, was sick for the whole journey. Carl tended to her since her servant wasn't feeling well either.
So the girl has sea legs?
She's from Genoa.
It must have been. If I'm not mistaken, around 8 days since the ship had sailed from Genoa.
8, that's it. Carl told me about the down of the 8th day.
What? How were the pirates? Which vessel? Was she able to see the name of the ship?
Walk carefully, my dear. The girl is still in shock.
And you know what, my dear? Try not to remember the details that she spoke to you.
This is unfair. But if you wish, we'll bring her here.
Yes, call her here, eh? Clear this table.
Okay. Okay.
sir.
Sit down. So, it was during the 8th day that ship was boarded. Are you sure?
Yes, sir. I'm sure. I number the days every morning in my missal.
What happened?
Well, we were temporarily staying in the Sardinian coast, in the ports bank.
For how many days?
3 days in Corsica. The 4th day, we aimed to the Sardinian coast, and there was this ship that I saw from afar. Before falling asleep, I saw it. At down, it was still there, but still nearby the ambitious our ship. I went outside on the upper bridge, where I did now. The cook had his cook, and there I saw the captain look into the back, and I heard him saying, "Let's take shelter in front of Antioquia." We went around the San Antico Island, but we were stuck in the shoals, unable to move. The ship started to tilt. Towards 11 in the morning, we heard Antioqua's bells. It was a Sunday, and the ship was boarded. A herd of horrible men, armed with sabers, jumped on the shrouds of the ship, massacred sailors and officers. I stayed for an hour, under a barrel in a concert of screams and sounds of agony. Then, a shaggy man pulled me by the feet. His face was red, his mouth toothless. His hands were struggling my throat. I was screaming, struggling, hitting him, screaming like a pig being slaughtered. But to no avail. I was taken to the pirate vessel. Although in my misfortune, I was fortunate because our ship was burning. I was locked in a storage room. We sailed for 4 days till we came to a vast port, a land that was yellow and luminous with crenellated fortifications. I was in cage captive. Every 5 hours, a voice rose up to the sky, calling for prayers, and men kneeled down, obeying the commandment of Allah. Sir, please, for grace's sake, these memories haunt me. Let me rest.
Miss, sit down, please. Miss, you've just gone through very difficult experience, but every single detail is important to us. So please, try to make an effort to remember. The captain of the Moorish vessel, how was he? Try to remember. Was he one-eyed? What color was his hair? Did he speak the guttural language, the one you heard afterward? And did he pry? And finally, was he wearing a cross around his neck?
Please pardon my attitude, sir. It's the emotions that speak. Emotions that come from my thoughts about remembering my home country, my culture, and the world to which I once belonged. When I look back at what happened, I see a man, stouter than the others. He's tall, covered in a ginger hair, all ginger and red, and the eyes still blue. He's the man who spared my life when the ship was boarded. Even when I was all alone in a corner on the upper bridge, surrounded by stinking strings, with a horrible lame man who fed me 4 times a day and gave me mild water that I spat out with disgust. I remember that a ginger-haired man came to see me. He came to see if I was well-seated and well-nourished. On this neck, there was a tattoo, an anchor. In the anchor, had a heart inside.
Heart of Jesus. This man is a savior of the heart of Jesus. What language does that man speak?
He spoke to me the same language spoken by one of my mother's cousins, Annette Pellavicino, who is from Marseille. Yes, it's the same language. When he did talk to the others, he did it in the guttural language.
And did he cry?
I heard him invoking the name of Allah a few times.
I'd bet my life on it. This man is definitely Barnabé of Marseille. He escaped the Inquisition twice and he worked for the Bey of Tunis and all those who compare him. Thank you, miss. Thank you for making this effort. But, pardon my impulsivity, but you know that we are at war now. in this world, in this sea wars, we're human beings like yourselves a lot, as a valuable exchange for money.
I'm going to be traded for an slave. I must all talk.
In fact, this ship flying the general's flag has children on the pirates' continent. I believe it's him, a young slave coming to the fortress for trade. You can leave.
So,
Governor Spinola, people are talking about the excellent work you're doing for the Christian slaves. And in the name of those who, like me, are Christians, I thank you. Governor, I just brought Musa Tabarka to the fortress. He's the youngest brother of the Admiral of Tunis. He's the one who will be treated for pulling the lead.
The girl arrived 2 days ago with Nuba.
Is she okay? Was she able to stand the trip?
The Nuba resisted the fire in Sejnet's attack, very well tried on the mountains. Apparently, the girl felt like a devil. I believe she's alright, and I had the opportunity to ask her about the circumstances of her captivity. Her spirit was alert, and her eyes were sparkling.
I'm reassured. As I did say with Musa Tabarka from June, an awful storm hit us at the Bay of Naples for 4 days. Young Musa is impulsive, unready. We wanted to go for a walk, we say yes, but only if ducked at the hands of the Sardinian giant Patricia.
And so you ended up finding him in Genoa, and one of your letters you explained to me how difficult it was to keep it up. Tell me more.
Yes, sir. Let's start from the beginning. Musa is the youngest brother of the Admiral of Tunis. The Admiral had decided to send him to Constantinople to serve in the Sultan's name. On the Aegean island, the west of Sicily, the ship was attacked by pirates. There were around 50 young men on board. All of them was decided to join the Sultan. They were all captured and sold in Genoa for the galleys. The captain who was taking them to Constantinople was Andrew, by now dead, was able to return to Tunis. He told the Admiral his brother's fate. In Genoa, Musa was an excellent horseman, but he couldn't quit himself. He kept encouraging those who were in the galleys to rebel. That's why he was chained a couple of times. The foreman, however, who thought not saying that Musa speaks Arabic, Russian, and Turkish, decided to put him in the house of the galleys. Musa interrogated the newcomers in their mother language. He explained to them their new lives, therefore enjoying the sort of privilege. This is the act of emancipation, signed and stamped by the redemption of Germany.